All right, welcome back to LearnWire. Today we're going to be doing a tier list of current AI writers and what I think are the best writers right now in spring of 2023. Before we do that, remember we are doing a giveaway, and how you qualify for the giveaway. The software giveaway of this week is WordCraft Tier 3. I'm going to go all out and buy the lucky winner Tier 3 of WordCraft. I believe that's like $117, and I believe it's 100 or 150,000 words that you'll be able to get. If you want to check out last week's winner, then I have that video earlier today, so you can go check that one out. All you need to do to qualify is on this current video that you're watching, you can make sure you subscribe to LearnWire and comment on the video. Those three things will get you in the running to possibly win. We'll be drawing for all the videos that I create this week. And on Monday, May 15th, I'll be doing the next drawing, and that's when you'll know who wins the copy of WordCraft Tier 3. So without further ado, let's jump into the tier list. So we're right here on the tier list. I realize, like seriously, if we come in here and I go into AI writing software images from my last time I did this, I have at least 40 images in here of different softwares and so forth. A couple of them are not softwares, but most of these are all images of different softwares. There's Wordplay in here, Typely, all these ones that I don't even use anymore. And I wouldn't really be able to keep up with continuing testing of these softwares. So I tried to include most of the new ones like Marmoth and WordCraft and Copify. I tried to include those newer ones that have been on AppSumo lately, just so I can see where I'm in a tier level those ones, right? Of course, I'm going to keep Word Hero for now because I know that there's hundreds of customers that purchased Word Hero, and I don't know, I would love for you guys to comment below if you guys, anybody out there still using Word Hero when there's all these other tools like ZimWriter and Agility Writer and Koala and so forth out there, okay? So this, like I said, is not an all inclusive or extensive list of all the AI writers that are out there. There's got to be probably over 200 article writers out there on the market, and I literally only have like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 20 right here that I'm going to grade. Like I said, the most relevant ones from AppSumo, because I know you guys are interested in those. And then also the ones that I've been testing out over the last month and that I think are really upping the game and really taking AI content generation to the next level, and that's why I'm including those ones. Okay. And of course we have the heavy hitters that have always been there, like Jasper and ScaleNut and WriteSonic and all these other ones, Copy AI. All those ones are always going to probably be included and so forth. But there's some like AnyWord and things like that that I know are still good softwares, but I don't actually use them, so I don't know if it's quite necessary or quite acceptable for me to include them in here when I'm not really actively testing them, so I can't really grade where they're at, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to go with right off the bat, and I'll explain S, A, B, D, and F, and C. So I actually don't want to include C, so let me see here if I can delete this row. Yeah, I don't want to put that one in there. I lost my color. I want to go and change this one back over to red real quick. And there we go. So I just want 4 tier levels. I think that'll get the job done. S tier is super. It's better than an A, right? So if you get an A in school, you pass with a really high score. Well, S is above A. It's exceptional. They're leading the way with new technology, and I think that it's the top tier. So that's what S is. That's why it's in green. A little different shade of green in A. So solid AI writers are going to be in the A. Worth still using and possibly picking up is going to be B in blue. And then D and F, I just think are falling short. They're not kind of keeping up with the latest AI technology, and they're also not as capable as the other AI writers, and that's that category. Okay, so I'm kind of skipping C. We're just going to kind of throw them in here. If I would even use them on my blogs right now or not, and if I wouldn't even use them, then I'm going to put them in this red. Okay, so let's begin. Long introduction. I apologize for that introduction. I will put this in the description below, so you guys can skip right to this part if you want to. Okay. So we are on the first one. I'm going to go with ZimWriter, and don't be surprised, but I'm going to go ahead and throw it right up here in the S tier. I can talk a little bit about these ones as we're doing it, but basically ZimWriter is just ridiculously, just ahead of the curve when it comes to what the technology that Matt Zimmerman is creating with his tool. And it's really impressive what he's doing, pretty much as a one-man show. I think he does have a developer or two, but it's a small team. We're not talking about places like Jasper, teams like Jasper. They have a couple hundred employees working for them, multiple developers, all kinds of good stuff. And Matt Zimmerman doesn't have that. And what he's building, he's an expert at SEO. He's also a programmer, and he really is building some insane features, and he's building this software for the people. And what that means is that when people request for things, he basically, if it makes any logical sense, he just adds it in for the next update. You can go watch my ZimWriter reviews. And I got to be quite honest with you, it's one of the least paying affiliate offers that I have with, you guys know that I'm an affiliate marketer and I make money on this channel. I try to be as unbiased as I can about all my reviews and the softwares that I review. And to be quite honest with you, ZimWriter is probably earns me the least amount of money, but I'm still going to put that up there in the S tier because I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to be completely truthful and honest that it deserves to be in the S spot. And I definitely recommend going and picking that up. The links to my favorite softwares will be in the description below if you want to go pick them up. Okay, so we're going to go with WordCraft. This one, and I'm doing this right off the cuff. I actually don't have a list. I didn't grade these ahead of time. I'm kind of doing this just right off the bat where I would place these. And I would say WordCraft. Okay, I was running out of room on my hard disk to save my videos. So actually, so where I was at was WordCraft. I haven't really put any of that content on any of my websites and actually see if it's ranked or anything like that. But as far as just from my review and how I enjoyed using the software, it's going to fall between an A and a B. Where do I put this? I think I'm going to go ahead and put it as a B. And this is just me completely being honest with you. I definitely think that WordCraft is usable. I'm giving away a copy of it. I think it's great. I think it can make its way up to A. I just haven't done enough testing to really see like, okay, yeah, this content ranks. This is great and all that stuff. I definitely think it's usable. I definitely would use it. But it's like, software like ZimWriter is on a whole nother level. And then that's going to bring me to our first big heavy hitter. You guys are probably really interested in what I think about Jasper, Copy AI, ScaleNet, and so forth going forward. I'm going to go ahead and throw this one right up here in A. So I do have, let's see if I can pull that up. I was going to see if I could pull up the one from last time, but I do know that Jasper was in the S tier last time, but unfortunately it is going to fall a spot to level A, to tier A this time. I can explain a little bit further about that in a minute, but let's just keep moving forward. Jasper's going to go with an A. We're going to go with Marmoth. I'm going to put that probably right here as well. Great piece of software, worth picking up, but I haven't seen enough in order to put it at an A or an S. And I believe that these two softwares, WordCraft and Marmoth, do not do live URL scraping and, factual based content, well-researched content, live scraping. And so that is where AI technology and AI writers are heading. And we have some really good ones on the block already. And so that's where what's really going to separate the A and B tier from the S tier is that how well it can go out and research current events and so forth, right? Especially on hard to write subjects, the ones that can actually get the job done are the ones that are going to win. Okay. So it brings me to Copy AI is also going to come right back up over here. It's going to lose a spot. It was an S last time, and now it's an A as well for similar reasons. They're just not the live scraping of URLs, things like that. Not seeing that. We're seeing more and more people leaving those pieces of software and going to places. All right, I apologize. I'm going to have to step right back into this. I'm having some issues with my computer right now. So we're going to get back into this. I was just talking about Copy AI and Jasper and how they're not doing the live scraping and they're probably losing customers to S tier. that is doing that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add the S tiers up here right now, at least another one. We're going to go with Agility Writer is going to go up here as well. You guys can go watch my reviews on Agility Writer and the content I've created. It does factual content. It does tables and lists and well formatted, well researched, and URL scraping. It's an insane AI writer, one of the best that I've seen in the last 2 years. Definitely earns its spot up there. I'm not going to talk too much more about it, but you can go check out my videos on it. It's insane. Even with the pricing, it's going to be one of the most probably priciest ones that I'm going to recommend as a top, but it is worth it depending on who you are. Let's go with another one that I wanted to talk about. So ScaleNut is going to come up here. I would be tempted to put this one at A, right? And the reason why it gets a spot up into the S tier, and it's the only one that's going to be on the S tier that does not do live web scraping and find the actual current information about your keyword topic and then writes an article based on that. The only reason why this one is going to get up there and earn that is that it's still a very high quality content writer. You can get massive research done, and it's a great overall AI writer, but it offers a massive suite of SEO tools, including researching, outlining, keyword research, keyword clustering. It's probably the only AI tool out of all these ones that actually does all of that and the keyword clustering. And then on top of that, it also has, it'll do, it's a replacement for Surfer SEO, Phrase, and Neuron Writer because they have a really, really good, robust SEO feature on page, not just like your silly one that says, hey, put in another image and add your H2s and then you're good to go. No, this one's a full-blown robust one. So ScaleNut, because of all the things that it offers, it's the most complete all-in-one package. And if someone did want one tool and they needed an SEO on-page SEO tool, a great AI writer, a great keyword research tool, all that all into one, ScaleNut would be the tool that I would recommend. So they're still gonna get that S spot. We're gonna go over here and throw Right Cream over here into the D and F. I know most of you are gonna be like, yes, thumbs up. I've just heard some really bad feedback from a lot of the subscribers on WordWire, and that basically they just lost a lot of their credibility and loyalty from their members, changing credit systems and just all not refilling people's accounts and so forth. I'm going to go ahead and throw PepperType over here as well. PepperType lost their loyalty from their customer base as well. They changed their software so many times since launch, and they really just lost a lot of loyalty and credibility from their community. And so that would just not be one that I'm going to go ahead and recommend going forward. Article Forge, I'm going to go ahead and put it up here. I think it's got it's an easy to use software. I think it's well supported. I think it has its use cases for PBNs and so forth, but I think that the quality of the content and the capabilities as far as how specific the content can be is just not there. Article Forge, and even if I put wordplay on here, I think I would probably put it right here as well. It's really similar to Article Forge anyway, so we're going to stick it right there. Brainwork, it's because I like the owner of the software and so forth. I think it still deserves to be relevant and a B, but as far as the interface and the UX and UI, it just changed too much, and it was like the owner was trying to make it harder for you to use and not easier, and so that's why I stopped using Brainwork. We've got Word Hero. Of course, I'm including this one because it's one of the top sellers. It's probably one of my top selling products that I've ever sold on AppSumo. I know hundreds of you have Word Hero. And so I still think that it's relevant. I haven't been in the software in months, but I'm going to go ahead and put it up here as well. I don't think it does anything like exceptional in comparison with the tools up here on the S line. And so I also don't think that it competes with Jasper and Copy AI. So therefore, that's why I'm justifying it at B. We've got Copify up here. This is going to be a tough one between A and S. I am not sure where I want to put this one. I think I'm going to go ahead and put, I want to put it on A, but here's, I could put it up here on S as well, because some of the things that I can say that's really awesome about it is that, for one, it's the only one that's going to be up here that's really got that nice $59 one-time price tag for your user interface. you never have to pay again. But it does have a couple of different limitations as far as if you're using some of the custom workflows, you only get 130 a month. I do think that it still has some touching up to do and so forth. It's not as easy as far as like you'll see right here, if you could see that there is some SEO features. They're actually like kind of harder to use than it seems. If that makes sense, it didn't seem as easy to use them. Here's what's going to probably put this one right down to A, which is still a great software, but I just don't think Copify is on the same level as Agility Writer and Zim Writer, and it still does live scraping. And so Copify is really good. It does live scraping. It'll do Amazon Roundup reviews. It will bring in images automatically, I believe. It does a lot of things really good. I definitely recommend picking up Copify for sure. You have to use your API and just pick up the interface one time for $59 on AppSumo. And then you'll have a really nice tool. I think this is the best affordable one to get. But I think that I would probably slightly choose Agility Writer and Zim Writer over Copify. So therefore, that's why I'm kind of putting it in the A tier. So we've got Kateb over here. This is Kateb. You can't see the words right here, but they don't have their bulk writer up and running, and Copify doesn't have their bulk writer as well. Zim Writer has an amazing bulk writer, and so does Agility Writer, and that would be another couple probably winning features. We're still waiting on those for Kateb and Copify. Kateb is really solid. You can't go wrong with either Copify or Kateb. So I'm going to go ahead, and it does the factual based, citation based, all that kind of stuff. I want to do more testing on these two softwares. For now, very solid at the A mark right now. So Koala Writer, I'm going to be publishing a lot of content over my sites. I was extremely impressed with my last video in doing a review on Koala Writer, and the content, just skimming over the content, it was such high quality. And the fact that they do have a way to import these into to WordPress from their tool, and then the fact that it does the live web scraping, and they have really good pricing, probably better pricing than even Agility Writer. It's definitely going to go right up to the S tier spot. You'll see more content and more videos and more case studies on Koala Writer as well. Okay, so we're creeping, cruising. We've got OpenAI. You can't deny how good it is. It's going to definitely come up with some amazing sounding content and so forth. It doesn't scrape live, and also it doesn't write complete articles, like 2,500 word articles. You're going to spend a lot more time copying and pasting and prompting and doing all kinds of things in order to get OpenAI to work properly for you. So if you're on a budget and you just want to pay $20 for the plus and you can get unlimited content, you're not going to be publishing hundreds of pieces of content per week, because you're going to be doing a lot of prompting and copying and pasting to get the right output. You're also going to get different output each time you do it. Even each prompt and stuff. So you get a little bit more consistency when you use tools up here. And that's another argument for using these tools over OpenAI and ChatGPT and so forth, right? Really ChatGPT. So this is going to be ChatGPT. I'm going to go ahead and put it up here. I don't think that ChatGPT deserves to be any lower than an A. But like I said, if you asked me, am I going to go and I'm going to create 100 articles on a website, I'm going to choose one of these tools up here in S. I'm not going to be using ChatGPT. I actually would use one of these, Copy AI or Jasper, or any of these on A before I would even use ChatGPT. But I use ChatGPT to write emails and to do a lot of different things for me to make my business more efficient. But I don't use it for blog content writing. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to put writer in here. Like I said, I haven't actually used this, or so I mean, it's like, am I even qualified to grade this software, right? So I think it's definitely relevant, but I just don't think that it's going to be on the level with these ones up here as well. Hello Scribe, kind of same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that one over here. Hypotenuse is definitely an A up here. I love Hypotenuse. Really easy to get content up there. It does have fact-based content, but I'm not really sure how much API calls that they're doing in order to get their content, like the heavy web scraping, the roundup post features. I don't believe that they have that, and so forth. So, and some of these with the capabilities of what they do, these four up here on S, I think that they take the edge on even Hypotenuse, who for a few months was my favorite #1 ranked AI writer. it's still very relevant, still very high up here. But it's just going to have a couple features that are just going to have it missing, but you can't go wrong with hypotenuse as well. And then right sonic, I'm going to go ahead and put that one in. Ooh, it's going to be between an A and a B, but we're going to go ahead and throw this one in the B column, as the B tier as well. So all these ones over here still probably usable, relevant softwares. I would probably stay away from right cream and pepper type going forward. The A tier, you absolutely can't go wrong still. And you better believe that Copy AI and Jasper, with as big of the teams that they have, the budget that they have, and millions upon millions going to those two websites per month, I guarantee that they're going to have solutions and that they're going to be doing this stuff up here very soon. And so you're going to, the Jasper and Copy AI, it doesn't mean that they're going to be in tier A forever. They could quickly and easily jump right back up to S tier. So a lot of people are just leaving and possibly fleeing from those, but I think that they have the smarts and the team and the budget to do something really, really crazy. But I got to be honest, these writers up here beat them to it. Even ScaleNet, even not doing the live, which they need to build that in, and they would be just a ridiculous tool. But the fact that they do all the keyword research and all the SEO stuff, and these tools right here, Copy AI and Jasper, don't. But yeah, these top four, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you agree with my list, if you agree, especially with the S and A tiers. I think that definitely you can't go wrong. Right now, these are the tools that I'm going to be using, and to be completely honest, ScaleNet is just great. You can't go wrong with picking that up. But I have so many keyword research tools, and I've got Neuron Writer and all those. I don't have to have all those features. And right now, I'm going to be focusing on bulk content and bulk niche websites, creating hundreds of blog posts and putting them up on new websites, and then seeing how they rank in the coming months. And so the tools that are going to get that done are going to be ZimWriter, Agility Writer, and Koala. So I'm going to be using. And then I think that once these bulk writers right over here, Copify and Kadeb, if they can get their bulk writers going and stuff, I think they might move up to the S tier as well. But those are the tools that I'm going to be testing the most, is going to be ZimWriter, Agility, and Koala. So make sure you're subscribed so you get more content. I'm going to be sharing a lot more on this channel. We're going to be building a site together. So you want to make sure you get that next video, because I've got some really cool content coming your way. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment if you want a chance to win a copy of Copify. No, I did Copify last week. This week is going to be WordCraft. Okay. And WordCraft could almost go up to the A. It's in between A and B. Solid software. So I will see you in the next video.